Yes, so I'm back. Though the English not kind of giving these lessons, and by myself, yes, in non-countable realities, and those that have accepted their knowledge that are also. So this concludes that part that the cause of death and disease is not taking the shower, not drinking their water, not cleaning themselves with the physcial, Dettol, not using source solution and mouthwash to rinse their mouth and also to brush it. Whether you wake up whether you sweat or not, whether you wake up, whether you sleep in an air-conditioned room or not. Whenever you wake up, you take your shower, you brush your mouth, you cleanse your mouth each time you eat food. You brush your mouth, you flush your mouth, you rinse your mouth with salt solution and with salt solution and the mouthwash. What does the salt solution does? The salt solution goes in to remove. When you also drink small salt solution, it goes in to the body system, whether once you know or not, in your environment and in your space, but inside space and outside space also. It goes in to remove sugar content, whether it's a projection or not projection, whether it is in the sugar content in the food or not, whether it is imaginary or not. The salt solution, the salt goes in to take out, to eliminate and destroy the sugar content in the food, and also to prevent decay of the teeth and of the mouth and of the tongue also, and of the body, the whole body and the whole body system, both inside space and outside space. Yes, well, that's what salt does other things also, which I wanted to teach in a secured way. That's what salt solution does. That's also what mouthwash does also, to remove the food particles that are in the mouth, whether it's imaginary or not. So there's the importance of salt. Cannot be overstated, cannot be understated. The importance of salt, of using salt solution to rinse your mouth before brushing, and also to rinse your mouth after brushing your teeth, after each time you eat food. It's very important that people to say that each time you eat food, you brush your mouth. If you don't have the strength, you use your mouth to brush your mouth. Yes. So I say this with my mom. So the cause of death is already established. Disobedience, not drinking their water and lying about it, not washing their clothes, not washing the environment, not cleaning the environment, not cleaning and flossing their mouth and brushing their mouth, not taking a shower, not listening to that force that made them, and also not living in a clean and clear environment. Run over. That those that say they will never clean themselves, those that say they will do whatever they want, are the ones that any code that those life that say they will do whatever they want to send it, they will instantly execute it and become that code, which is death itself. So the cause of death, the primary cause of death and diseases is disobedience. The primary cause of all diseases is also not taking their shower, not drinking their water, not eating their approved food, not cleaning and cleaning themselves, not killing destructive thoughts that are projecting falsehood into their system, not eliminating destructive thought in their system and in the environment and their space, but inside space and outside space. That this is the cause of diseases. Not taking a shower, not listening to the one that never dies, not listening to meditation, no countables, not drinking their water, and not cleaning themselves and clearing themselves, not living in a clean and clear environment is what causes diseases and death. Because anyone that fails to do these things will come to a point where they will decay and die. I'm not kidding. It does not matter those that say they will not wear image around. The more knows who is who, knows those that are marged, knows those that are lying, and those that are presenting and pulling and pushing, presenting falsehood of who they are and who they are not. So with this, I will then talk about why this fifth part, why these things are really connected. And this is the reason why the rain falls. Yes. In nature, in creation, lion existence, as one comes. This is the reason why the rain falls. This is the reason why the sun shines. This is the reason why the snow falls. Shall be clear to clean and clear the environment and the physical being or not physical, the thought or not, or the thing or nothing, and the one constitution to infinity, to another four, to another two, to another one, to infinity and beyond infinity. These are the reason why we take cleaning and taking shower and cleaning ourselves and the body very important. That's why we use eyesal to kill destructive thought. That's why we use water to kill destructive thought. That's why we use. That's why we take whenever we want to take shower or brush our mouth, we take everything that we are doing and give it to our non-digital countables. Yes, so it can never be stolen. That illusion that is not, that can be stolen, that illusion is also an illusion of stealing things can never be done, because you are giving you're taking whatever you want to do and the things you're doing and giving it to your mom, and taking everything that you see or not and giving it to your mom, to your chiabra. Then your mom, the chiabra knows everything. Others more chiabra knows everything. So there will be no error, there will be no mistake. So that's the reason why it's very important to drink water. Very important to clean and clear yourself. Very important to kill destructive thoughts that are projecting falsehood and talking all the nonsense, not making sense in those life forms that say they will do whatever they want in their mouth and in their space. So I won't use the word mind. So again and again, that's why the rain falls. That's why the sun shines. That's why the moon shines. That's why the snow falls. That's why the water flows. That's why the ground, the sand move. The ground move, not from the movement of the planet. That's why the creation lion existence is always in constant motion. It's always learning. It's never at the stagnant mode. It's never at the resting position, another position of the model. It's never at the switch around position as turning things upside down. It's never at those. That's the reason why you have the north facing up, why you have the south facing the ground, the north facing the sky, the south facing the land and the sun, the west and the east and west, though they know the true form. That's the reason why your head is facing the sky, not to the ground, which are those ones that turn themselves upside down. So that's why we wash our pots and our plates when we eat food and cook food. I just talked about it also at the beginning. That's why, and everything that our mom gave us. That's why also why we wear clothes. Yes, I've not said this in this fashion. That's why we wear clothes, yes. That's why we wear underwears. That's why we wear different clothes for different seasons. That's why we brush and floss our mouth. That's why we cleanse our teeth and the mouth. That's why we also wash our clothes. That's why we kill destructive thoughts. Those death forms, those destructive and destructive thoughts and thought forms that are projecting the codes, the juju, the modern day pharmacy of not drinking your water, of not taking your shower, of not living in a clean environment, of not brushing your mouth and not flossing your teeth and not cleaning yourself and not cleaning your environment. That's why we kill destructive thoughts. That's why we wash our space, both inside space and outside space, with our more and then more proofs also. That's why we clean and clear everything we come in contact with. That's why we drink the water. That's why we wash ourselves. So that's why we also clean ourselves. That's why we add small detour to the bathroom water. That's why we add a small eyesal to the bathroom water. That's why we add a small detergent, washing detergent to the water. That's why we add a small gas, a small petroleum to the to the buffering water. That's why we add D2, ISA, and other disinfectant to remove and to kill destructive thought that will cause that code, that juju, that modern day pharmacy of not taking your shower, of not taking my shower, of not listening to that force that made us. Yes. So this is to the conclusions on the number 5. So number 6 is those that are issuing threats will fall into their threats and die. Those are issuing threats of mass weaponry, of mass weaponry systems. Those are issuing threats of nuclear weaponry systems that will be theirs and they will die. Those are issuing threats of killing themselves and protecting that information to others. That will be them that will fall into that and also die. So those are issuing any kind of threat to any life form. Yes, any kind of threat, whether in play format, whether in not play format, whether in the thought format, whether in the not thought format, whether in any communication, just what happened. Whether in any form of communication, whether in pretense or not, whether as having fun. So those are projects those are project threat of death and diseases and death of the use of nuclear weapon or any biological weapon or any weapon at all. That they will presumably that to declare on ending war, not ending war. Presumably the petition to petition would civilization, not capable civilization and cultures have moved beyond. They have solved the issues of mass weaponry use, whether it's in illusion or imaginary. They have solved those problems permanently with their more to come into a reality to do the review and to punish and to declare on ending war on those that will ever issue nuclear threat or the use of nuclear weapon or the use of any mass destruction weapon or any weaponry system. Whether it's imaginary or not, whether it's a photo or not, it will be treated as such. It does not matter the way they will frame the argument, whether they will say they are playing or not, that will never be taken. Whether they say whether they are presenting it as a child's play, it will never be taken. There's no such thing as a child. So with this, I wanted to declare on ending war on all life forms, whether they are dead or alive. On all life, I will say the word, I will not take it live, I will take back that life on all disobedient dead forms, disobedient destructive thoughts, disobedient and never obeying life form. I will not call them life form dead forms. I'm not laughing. Those that say they will do whatever they want and present whatever they want and show whatever they want, presumably to declare on ending war against them, that they will fall into those weaponry systems and die a natural death, and presumably to announce their name, where they are from, and all the mask they are wearing to disguise themselves, to show themselves for what they are not. So that's my constant petition to Modi. So then the next thing I will talk about is that taking authority. So we just talked about the 6. So we talked about 6. So this will be 7. So this will be 7, 6. So this will be 7. This will be 8, and this will be 9, and this will be 10. So the conclusions and summaries, and conclusion, recommendation, and feedback, and after line lessons and modern day feedback will be 10. So the 7th part will be what do you do? What do you do when you wake up from what they consider sleep, which is not what is happening for those that have married? So each time you wake up from sleep, you take everything that you will do or not do. Yes, everything that you will do or not do. And it's more than that. That's one classification. Everything that you will do or not do. To the infinity and give it to your day. Everything that you will see or not see. Everything that you will interact with, whether you see it or not, whether you know it or not, you take everything and give it to your money. You take everything with the indice to the non-countable and give it to the non-countable, to give it to your families and friends, to give it to your OD place, yes, your OD location, like OD not Obeke, which I'll say OD not Obeke, because Obeke is not their name. Yes, OD America, OD Haiti, OD Russia, I won't use Russia, OD USSR, OD South Africa, OD Japan, to the not countable civilization and culture. So you take it and give it to the not countable school system, to the not countable organizations, to the not countable court systems, to the both military court and civilian court. It's more than that, to infinity, to the advanced not countable plan not nets, to the not countable privileges and regions in the planet, to the approved worlds, to the approved planet, to the not countable universes, to the not countable solar systems, to the not countable galaxies, to the not countable solar systems will fall into their predecessors and die, to the not countable galaxies in that order, the not countable description which will never be shown to those life that said they will do whatever they want, not countable classification which will never be shown to those ones that said they will do whatever they want and lie about it. So you take everything and give it to your dear. Which is not countable. That's in our channel. And then you take all these things and give it to your dear. Those that say they will replace themselves will fall into that replacement and die a natural death. Yes. And the Pisham will do it to prove their death and destruction. And those that are giving them the rest of those, all the death forms, that all the destructive thoughts in all realities have died. And the Pisham will do to announce their name also, that they have died for doing what they should not have considered, for doing what they would not consider if they're drinking their water and taking their shower. Yes, even a being, a life form that has no idea of their more, when they take their shower and drink their water, will never do their things. Those life forms that say they will do whatever they want to will ever do. Yes. So that's also a statement. That's also a teaching and learning from indigenous non-countables. Yes, to show that those at that level of awareness where they have no concept of their more each or even when they have no concept of their indigenous, that if they have accepted to be obedient to their mom before any reality, that they are taking their shower, they are drinking their water, and they're doing the things their mom wants them to do, that they will never do the things that those life forms that said they will do whatever they want will ever present to them. Yes, is a direct statement from indigenous to the non-countables. Yes, I appreciate more day to show that relationship, that this is also a teaching tool, a measuring tool, to state in non-countable communication that this is real, it's more than real, it's more than solid. So with this, I will talk about when you wake up, whatever you want to do. So I want to state it in ways that will be understood by those it's meant for. Whether whenever you wake up, you thank your day, you send love, yes, to your more to your indigenous non-countables. You use your more to say things, to creation, crealor, and existence as one concept. Yes, when you say those words, you thank your day, yes, for waking up, because those that have accepted your day, those that have accepted to be obedient to the day before any reality, will never do the things that those life forms that say they will do whatever they want will ever do. So you use them more to verbalize the things that you verbalize in creation, crealor, and existence, and someone that someone comes. It does not matter those life when I say they didn't hear it. Yes, they had it, and they are lying about it, which is also pretense, which is also dead itself. So that thing I wanted to say, I use my more additional to verbalize it in non-countable communication to personally to further that concept also, to further that concept of what I wanted to say, yes. So there will be nothing lost. There will be clarity of what it is and what it is not. So with this, you petition your day to teach you to use the things that you will experience, the new day, to teach you what is right and what is not right, what is wrong and what is not wrong. To teach you what is right from wrong and wrong from right, not to switch that around. Because if you know something from every angle, then nobody will be able to deceive that individual that knows everything from every angle. Then you need to teach you what is lawful and what is not lawful, what is the proper approach and what is not the proper, what is reality, what is real and what is not real. Because those that are not using the multiple things that will never know the difference between the reality. You don't know what is real and what is not real. Dream state is not real. So those that are not using their more to do things, those that are not obedient to their more, those that say they will do whatever they want, will never know the difference between a dream, an imagination, and a projection of imagination, a projection, thought and codes from what is not. They will never know the difference between what is an imaginary, the thinking of others, and the projections of others, and what their more is doing. They will never know the difference between a reality and a dream. They will never know the difference between imaginaries and dreams. I'll be clear, people need to be much clearer. So, you petition your more to teach you what not to. I won't say that, to use everything that you experience that day and that you have already experienced, to use it to teach you and teach creation, crealor also, and teach all those that is meant for the way to live life. Yes. That everything you experience, whether you know it or not, that your more will use it to teach you what is real and what is not real, what is the proper approach and what is not the proper, what is right from wrong and wrong from right, not switch that, what is the thing that you're supposed to do and what the thing that you will never consider to do. What is the proper and correct way to walk, because every day is quite different. So you teach more to teach you how to walk, yes, every day, how to eat food every day, how to do everything. Yes, it's very important. So I've had this information. At some point, some time ago, I petitioned my day to petition countables to remove what causes waste production in food. That is to say, what causes someone to poop, what causes someone to pass a urinary, what causes the waste product that comes comes out from the eyes, what causes the waste product that comes out from the nose, the stuffy nose, what causes the saliva to come out. Again, I say, during sex is not called a saliva because the body does not change its state. The body does not move, but it's not what it is. It's not saliva. What causes the wax content in the wax in the ears and other things will be verbalized. The belly button is not real. I'm not laughing. Because there's no such thing as a child. There's no such thing as a bat. So, again, so you petition more to teach you everything. To use your life, to use the way you do things to teach you also. To solve the issues, to solve the problems for you, to teach you how to solve every issue and every problem that those life forms that say they will show and tell lies will ever present. So there is clarity. Before you get to that, to experience that thing, your more have already given you the way to respond to those life forms that will present lies and call it truth, or present falsehood and call it truth, intentionally also. Those that have already merged, can hear their thought also, what they're thinking and what they're planning in real time. Then you call them more police, you call the petition, not capable court sensibilization that move beyond that experience to come in and teach, also to arrest them and to prosecute them also. So I petition again, I go back to that thought. is already completed. That at some point I petition the petition is not countables, to petition the not countable cost and stabilization, yes, not countable is in there to remove what causes waste production when you eat food. So, and then at some point when I start talking about in the YouTube, when I start talking about eating food, the food concept, the food concept, I talked about you take the food that you're about to eat and give it to your day. Your day, depending on that individual level of awareness, puts it in, combines the physical food and the more food to the approved food, not anything, the approved food, combines the physical food and the more food to become one. So in this level of awareness, I petition somebody to make it very clear. Anything that I won't say anything, so I take it and give it to somebody to punish those that are projecting that anything that you want to eat. Those are the ones that say they will do whatever they want and eat whatever they want. Because that is not here. So that thing, right? Those that are saying those nonsense will fall into their nonsense and die. So that information that my mom actually have approved, have taken out the things in the approved food that will cause the production of waste product. So I'll be clear. The correct food is not meat. Meat, you cannot eat another life form, whether in pretense or in a photo or an image of it. It's not fish. Fish is not an approved food. Meat is not approved food. Those are given the illusion that they are cutting themselves to sell, will fall into that thing they are saying and die. Those that want to blow their face up will blow themselves and die. So again, all the things you eat, the water is an approved food, water that you drink, the approved food that you eat, you take it, and everything in your environment, whether you see it or not, everything including crealor and beyond that, you take it and give it to your more, you take it to initial and countables and give it to initial and countables, to the families and friends, to the court systems, to the not countable court system, to the military court system, to the civilian court system, to the police force court system, to the schools, not countable school system, to the systems, whether the ones you know or not, to digital not countables, for it to be processed, and then they will nature and uncountable and give you what you eat, yes, and then you give it to you, they give it to also your non-countable self in non-countable realities also, and then to non-countable civilization and cultures have moved beyond more than 4 levels of awareness living. So that food that you are eating, which are more, those that merge are eating food with them, are drinking water with them, so there will be no production of waste product. Yes, because you are more combined, and then money should accountable does something which will never be shown to those life forms that say they will do whatever they want, and the ones they have had, people will take away the information they have already had. So in the money should accountable does something to the water that you want to drink, so that when you drink it, the waste product of coming out as a urinary will not happen. When you eat the approved food, the waste product they call feces will not happen. It does not matter the things they are showing, the illusions they are showing, the movies they are replaying. It does not matter. At the time, though they have patient to use it to teach, the patient is not accountable, the patient do not accountable stabilization and cultures have moved beyond that point to show that they will now say those that are eating food with their more and drinking water with their more, eating the approved food with their more, will not be able, the physicality will not produce. When they eat food, they will not produce that waste product, any waste product, whether it's a urinary or physics, that their body is self-contained, in the sense that they are eating their food with their more. The MD not accountable are the ones that gave them, not that individual, are the ones that provided the food and have already remove all the things that will cause health issues in the physical body and the more body, or in the physical self and the physical in the more body and the more body also, and the what comes with the more body, and also in the non-countable forms before the abara the chidabara, the creator, the creator, never God, that created the physical self or not physical self, or the thought or not, or the thing or not. One more concentration to 4, another 4, another 2, may say 10. 10 is not that, 10 is completion in the learning in that aspect. 11 is learning the new things in the 10. So I'll be clear on that. So when you now eat food, it does not matter what they show or what they project. It's not what is happening. It's somebody to use it to show also, to teach also, that saying, doing, smelling, hearing, talking, experiencing things is never believing, because they can mimic the codes. They can send the codes to behave in one way or the other. Those that does not use their mouth to do things will automatically execute those codes and think that that thing they're doing is real when it is not real, when it's not happening. So when you use your mouth to look at those things, then you know the ones that are not happening and the ones that are happening. You use your mouth to look at my recordings, then you will know those that are not real and those that are real. Yes, I am real because I've accepted to be obedient to that force that made me, never God. Those that say they will never be obedient are existing in the picture and in the dreams, and they have already died and decayed because of they are not able to cognize, and they refuse to cognize their mother Chilaba. They refuse to cognize, that's why I will say it. They refuse to cognize and accept them more. They refuse to be obedient. They refuse to take authority and authorization and not never power and instructions and learnings and authorizations from them more and approval from them more to do things. So they are the ones that are not real. So I'll be clear on it. And the patient will need to be clear on it. So you're eating your food with your mouth, you will never produce a waste product. Period. The body not morph. The body have moved into another level of existence, but it will never change its form. Not to be a body, it will always remain a body, and it's a more part also will also remain what it is. But it is now I won't use those words. It is now have not changed. I won't use the word change. I won't use the word morph. I would not like to use the word advanced because of those ones that are associating that advanced to start somebody to use a new word, a new thought form. But you need to approve a new thought form to refer to that state when you learn something for sure, when you have learned and that thing that you're learning becomes a reality, then that individual will now move into another level of understanding, another level of experience, another level of existence that is quite deep, that is quite not different, because you are beating upon the levels of awareness and understanding. Is quite the level of understanding is not quite different. Is a new experience because you have learned with your more. You earned it because you use your more to figure it out. Your more is the one that provides the information and the teachings for everything. The money is not talking about are the ones that provide the information for a physical being or non-physical being, a thought or not, or the thing or not. And one more constitution to 4, another 2, another 1 to do things to infinity, each of them to infinity. This is Yamu Chabra. In the ancient about the ones that provide the know-hows, the instructions, the thought or not thought, the things to do, not a physical being that claims to be God, that claims to have decayed, that are already decayed, not claim that already decayed for doing whatever they want. Yes. So that learning this life is which puts that person in another existence, in a much better existence. The other ones that they just move from is also because nothing is a stagnant mode, nothing is an resting position. It's just, even though we use the word advanced application model to which is to define about our application model is already done to application model to verbalize it in non-countables communication, not for those that will use it to destroy themselves and others and lie about it, that individual is no longer in that state of their previous experience. They have moved into a new experience, into an expanded awareness, into an expanded wellness and awareness of their existence. Is another way to describe it also. Into a better existence and always changing, not changing, always not morphing, not changing, always moving forward to a better existence. Yes, with their more that provides the instructions and the teachings and learnings to be able to move into the next state of awareness, into that state of the non-countable ways of solving issues and problems, into beyond that point also. So with this, I petition my mmuo to also to conclude on it, and she's not able to conclude on it. And the next thing I will talk about is what do you do each, which is also linked with this also. What do you do at what you consider as a sunrise? So the first one I talked about. So this is so when you wake up. This is what I talked about. Is when you wake up. What do you do when you wake up? What do you do when you want to go to bed? Yes, the same thing. You take everything that you do the next day and give it to your day with the things that you do or not do, the things that you experience or not experience, the things that you will think or not think, the thought that you will thought or not thought, the places that you go or not to go. You take everything and more than that to infinity and give it to the one that advertises. You take it with your mmuo. This is not comfortable. You take everything you see or not see. You take creation and beyond. You take creation, crealor. Is this as one as one comes? Yes, I said you take with your mmuo. Creation, crealor. Is this as one as one concept and give it in this not comfortable to your mmuo and everything that you will do to your dear families and friends, to those that have accepted, to those that have merged, and those that have go beyond merge. To that force that made them, those that on the very part, those that just now organize and accept them with no condition, with no requirement, with no one to be brought back to life, with no one to be forgiven, with no one to be to have mercy upon, because they were told multiple times not to do the things they are doing. Yes, I will not say this in this way. To those that just not organize and accept them, or to those that have already accepted their more before any reality. There's no such thing as sitting on the fence. You take everything and give it to your mom. Yes. And the Mondishnakara will now provide the instructions, the teachings, and the functions and the job of that experience, which is always a new day the next morning. So then is also forcing the same line of doing everything, not seeking, never seeking, taking permission, authority, authorization from your mmuo to do everything with no exception. Yes, because your mmuo comes first. Others mmuo comes first. Digital comes first before anything, before any life form, before any tribe, before any system, before any planet, before any village, before any plant. Not net, but I won't say it that way. I take it again back from there to say it in the way they will say it, because the plant not net are the ones that have already accepted that their more comes first before anything. Yes. So again, I'll take that project saying and give back to Modi to punish those that sent it. Yes, I'm not kidding. So again and again, before you do anything, as you are doing it, you take it, and after doing it, you take